3, 2, 1, go.
All right, welcome, Recovery Wednesday. Today we're going over ankle dorsiflexion. Ankle dorsiflexion is the ability of our toe to come up like this. First, we're going to start off with a test. So the first test we're going to do is a pistol test. Joe, go ahead and put your feet together for me. Oh, by the way, this is Joey, my beautiful assistant. He's going to be helping us out today. Go ahead and touch your butt to your heels, Joe. Good. Now what he's going to do is he pull his left leg out and stand. All right, proper dorsiflexion. What we're looking for here, if he did not have proper dorsiflexion, is he would come squat his butt to his heels, and his heels would come off the ground. This would be not enough flexibility in the ankles. All right, what we're looking for is the ability to do this. And not only do this, but hang out here. And that's why I had him pull his toe out, or pull his foot out. That way he's not faking the funk, right? Okay, the second test we're gonna do is a single leg hop. And Sam, if you bring the camera in and focus on his ankles. So what I'm gonna have him do is take one foot off the ground, maybe hop up and down, Joe. And what I'm looking for is to see if that ankle is caving in. And it is caving in. Go ahead and stop. But it's not caving in because he has poor dorsiflexion. It's caving in because he has flat feet. And that's just that's what happens when you have flat feet. So be careful when you're doing these tests. The pistol test is my favorite because it'll tell you whether or not you do have poor or correct ankle flexibility. But another one to do is a single leg hop, but that doesn't always tell the whole truth. Anyhow, moving on. So areas of compensation. If you do not have poor ankle dorsiflexion, we're going to have to compensate someplace. And the first place we're going to compensate is at the ankle, right? So if he's not able to flex his foot up like this, he's going to search for space somewhere by caving his ankle in, right? What's going to happen there? Well, it's going to lead to ankle pain. It's going to lead to worn out ligaments. But on a daily basis and all the time, you're going to experience pronation, overpronation when you run. Overpronation is when you come down either on the forefoot or on the heel, and your ankle caves in, and you feel like you're running on the insides of your feet. That is overpronation. Now, let's say he doesn't find enough space there, or he wants to compensate someplace else as well. He's going to move up to his knee. Here, knees are going to cave in. Go ahead and get into a squat stance for me, Joe. Good, and then cave your knees in. Good, that's what caved in knees look like. If you consider yourself knock-kneed when you run, that may be because your ankles are very tight. Yeah, the other place we're gonna look for space is in our lumbar curve. So go ahead and get set up for a deadlift, Joe. All right, so this is how we pick anything up. Go ahead and go like this, right? This is how you pick up a child, right? If he was not rounding his back out, which I know none of you do. But let's say his ankles have no dorsiflexion and knees aren't able to take it up, and neither are the hips. He's going to look for space in his lumbar. Okay? For us athletes, go ahead and set up for a snatch, Joey. So in a snatch, your ankles or your knees absolutely have to pass over your ankles, and if you do not have that dorsiflexion, you're going to round up. Go ahead and round up for me. Show me what it looks like. Hands wide, back up. Here. There we go. Something like that. Right? Go ahead and stand. All right, so how are we going to remedy this? Today is part one of finding ankle flexibility or improving ankle flexibility, and we're going to do it with stretches. The first stretch we're going to do is at the wall. So there's two wall stretches. The first one involves a locked out knee. Joey, go ahead and kick the wall for me. So you're going to put the ball of your foot on the wall, your heel as close to the wall as possible, and you're going to take your hips and drive them forward. And here, Joey should feel a nice big stretch right there, right, Joe? Yeah. All right, the second one we're going to do, you're going to do 2 minutes each side. After that, the second one you're going to do is kick that foot to the wall again, heel close to the wall, and now you're going to bring that knee forward. And now you should feel it lower down here, right, Joe? Yep. All right, cool. So what we're doing here is we're stretching out the calf primarily and a little bit on the heel cord too. All right, 2 stretches, 2 minutes each side, 4 minutes down. The second one we're going to do is an ankle rocking mobility. So Joey's going to get on all fours. Go ahead and get on all fours for me, Joe. Good, and then kick those feet back, nice and far. All right, cool. So now I'm going to have Joe take let's just take your right leg and put it over your left. And what he's gonna do is rock back and forth from his ball of his foot to his ankle, searching for gunkiness all up in here and all back here. Again, 2 minutes each side. How's that feel, Joe?
Tight.
Tight? Tight. All right. Finally, come on over here. We're going to do an ankle distraction, right? So we're pretty much doing an ankle rocking mobility again. Well, this one's a little different because now we're trying to get our knee past our toe, right? And we're going to do this with a band, okay? So, Joey, go ahead and put for the camera, let's put the right leg in. So he's going to put his right foot in. It's going to go right over the front of the ankle, right there. Go ahead and take a big step forward as far as you can. Don't worry about the plate yet. Go out here. Good. And now what he's going to do is he's going to focus on the external rotation in the foot so that ankle doesn't collapse. And then you're going to push this knee as far forward as possible. He's using the band to help distract the ankle at this moment. Let's say that's just not quite doing the trick for you. Then we can use this plate. So Joey, go ahead and put your foot on top of the plate now. Just the ball of your foot. Good. And now, push that knee forward past the toe. How's that?
Tight.
Tight? A little more intense? Mm-hmm. Yep. Cool. 2 minutes each side. We always want to retest after we test just to make sure what we're doing is actually improving. So go ahead and get that foot out of the band. And although it's only been a little bit of time, a fraction of what you should really spend, let's do the pistol test on that right foot again. Go ahead and put your feet together. Squat. And pull that left foot out. So we're focusing on the right. How's it feel? A little bit easier? Good. Stand. A little more balance? Good. All right, that's it. Ankle dorsiflexion. Great for runners. Great for all athletes. Great for regular people too. Hit it.